Oh, there you are.
All right, girl.
Okay, good evening, everyone. We are so excited to have you here with us tonight to learn a little bit more about Lifevantage. My name is Dawn Burish. I've been in network marketing for, I guess, probably over 10 years now. Lifevantage is my third company, and I'm just so grateful to have this home. We did lose your screen, Tanya. And I'm joined tonight by Tanya Sheldon. We both live here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So if you would put in the comments where you're tuning in from tonight, it's fun to see where everybody's at and just say hello. So welcome. We're so excited. We are going to honor your time and run through this. But LifeVantage is the activation company. And if you are anything like me, you didn't know what that meant until you got introduced to LifeVantage. Well, we're going to tell you briefly tonight what that means as we roll through this presentation. So we want to just obviously have the proper disclosures. Everyone's results will vary. We are here to tell you about our personal results and not make any promises. We're also joined tonight by Jake Hines from our corporate staff. We're so fortunate to have him here with us tonight. But we just want to welcome you. And next slide, please. And I want to introduce to you my friend Tanya Sheldon. Tanya, this is not her first company, but she has found a home here. And after careers in both retail management, marketing, mortgage, I believe she did real estate for a while too, which is much like myself. She found herself as a stay at home mom wrestling with a quiet question: is this all there is for me? In 2011, she said yes to LifeVantage. And here we are today. Now, I just joined a little over 3.5 years ago. So it's fun to have two different type of positions in the company, both at the executive rank, though, to share with you. So Tanya, can you tell us a little bit about the cash flow quadrant?
Yes, good evening, everybody. Sorry for the rough start, but so grateful that you're here. I am so excited to share with you tonight this business opportunity that came into my life in 2011. And like Dawn said, I was introduced to the industry of network marketing. I don't know what year it was, but I was in college, and we're not going to talk about that year. But the minute I was introduced to this industry, I felt hope. And what I was introduced to and what I saw was confidence. I saw people that were driven, and I didn't even really pay attention to the product that was being presented to me because I was so enamored by the people that were a part of it and what they were doing in their life. And from that moment on, I became really driven to find the right vehicle for myself and the right company for myself to take this industry to the place that I saw that it could go. Now, when I was introduced to LifeVantage, something really special happened that didn't happen in the other 7 companies that I was in. Every other company that I had been in, no one ever gave me the education about what you should look for and what it takes to be a part of a viable, successful business. And the one thing I heard over and over again when I got into LifeVantage was about this model, the cash flow quadrant. This was developed by Robert Kiyosaki. It's been around for decades. And he basically is showing us what is happening, especially today with our economy. If you look at these 4 quadrants, on the left, you're going to see employee and you're going to see self employed. And I want you to know 95% of the population lives on this left side, and they only accommodate for 5% of the wealth. And when you look on the right side, when we look at business ownership and investing and your money going to work for you to make you more money, 95% of the wealth is generated on this right side, but only 5% of the population live there. So most people have an employee mindset and they feel comfortable there. They have the talk in employee mindsets, even self-employed, is vacation time, sick leave, and you are basically trading time for dollars. If you are going to take time off, you're not going to get paid. If you have to leave for some reason, when you clock out, the clock and the money does not continue to come in. It's all related to the time that you put in. So many people, especially today, right, they'll look at self-employment. What if I go and I work for myself? But there's the problem that lies within that. When you work for yourself, You are the only one putting in the hours, and everything rides on you. And that can lead to a lot of burnout. You have to come up with the idea. You have to come up with the inventory. You have to ship it. You have to create the system. It, again, is your time working for dollars. So if we look at the right side, this is what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about that B quadrant of business ownership, where it does not all ride on you, but it's you finding a business that is already equipped. This is what we're talking about tonight. This is the model of network marketing. And this is why I loved it. I am a very layman person. And I know some of you on here are entrepreneurs. You have those big ideas and you love it even more so, even if you are self-employed. How amazing is it when you can look at a system, a viable, phenomenal business system that is already set up for you, inventories in place, and now all you have to do is leverage the power of people, not just yourself, but you get to leverage the hours of you and other people talking on your behalf and on their behalf. And that is where the income comes in. It is called leverage. We're going to teach you more about that tonight. And if you can find the right system, if you can find the right company and you do it right and you find the right products to back you up, that is when you can get into that investor quadrant and you can make the kind of money that you couldn't make as an employee having a roof over you or a ceiling cap, a ceiling to it where you can only get so far in your business. So the best way to really explain this is if we look at a typical franchise model, right? If we look at franchising versus Lifevantage, franchises, you're going to have to invest up to 2.5 million, sometimes maybe more. Some of them start at 250,000, but the entry level is a lot of money down. And then you have the franchise fees that go with that. There's the overhead, there's the payroll, there's the ongoing costs that come with that, and not to mention all of the time that comes with it when you invest into a franchise. Now, when we look at a model of business ownership that is like Lifevantage in the network marketing space, your initial investment is only up to $999. That's it. Okay. Your franchise fee, quote unquote, your yearly annual fee is $50. Your average monthly cost is the cost you invest in your products. It's you being a product of the product. There is no payroll. There is no overhead. There are no ongoing costs. This is, sometimes people would even call this like a micro franchise if you were to scale the two against each other. This is a difference that we're showing you here tonight. And this is what made so much sense to me. I couldn't think of another big idea. I didn't have capital to start my own business. This just made sense to me that I could buy into something one time I could buy into it. And then I had the ability to be a business owner. Everything was done for me. My website, the products being shipped directly to the consumer, it was all there. So Lifevantage is the company we're talking about tonight in that business ownership space in the industry of network marketing. And we're going to tell you why now is the perfect time to join arms with the person that invited you here tonight. We are a publicly traded company, fully transparent, very clean balance sheet. We have scientifically validated, patented products that still today, they are incomparable. No one can come close to the science and to what our products do in the human body. We are an activation company, and we're going to tell you more about that as well. The growth potential here is probably bigger than it's ever been. The timing that we sit on is a time when we have just linked arms with another company called Love Biome. They have brought in other activation to our company, and they have equipped us with an arsenal that really relays and takes care of your health from A to Z. We have everything you need right now. We are just looking for more voices and more people that see the potential like we do to come in and lock arms. And our compensation, it cannot be beat. It is one of the best in the industry, and we will show you exactly why. Now, In 2005, and when I got introduced to this company, someone shared with me an ABC investigative report. And we're going to share that with you right now because this is going to show you the foundation of our company, how we started, and why everything is so validated. So we're going to show you that right now.
Following video is an ABC primetime investigative report that started the biohacking revolution in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. For me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing. The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Protandim, and tests have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age, but taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. So just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, with Tanya somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma, all of these, strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically. Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after. Have we turned back the clock? Maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
We do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
When that was shared with me in 2011, it was really easy for me to think of people in my life that could use that product. And I want you to think of that too. Like, who are you thinking of as you view that story? That aired in 2005. I believe if that aired today, and that blood test aired today, and they showed that John Quinonez's oxidative stress levels went down to that of an infant child, people would be running like their hair is on fire to get that product. Because you and I both know that in today's society, that term anti-aging, everybody's looking for it. Everybody is looking for the next best thing. So when that aired in 2005, They said for more information, go to abcnews.com, and a lot of people did. The problem was this researcher and scientist, he didn't have infrastructure to get that out to everybody. He didn't know that was going to happen. So from there, it did go to the retail market. It sat on a store shelf and it did not do very well because no one knew what it did just sitting on a store shelf. They were going to sell off the company, but the gentleman that came in said, there is a story here to be told. What if you simply change your distribution model? And the board of directors at that time, we were a small biotech company, they said, we're not fans of that, but we're willing to try it. So while they kept it on store shelves, they also put it in the hands of people. And I don't know about you, but when I find something I'm passionate about, when I find something that works for me, I'm going to tell people. And that's what started happening. And they tripled their sales immediately. So they took it off the store shelves and we became Lifevantage in 2009. And here we are today. And that's why we get to share this story with you. So I'm going to turn it over to Dawn now, Dawn Bures, and she is going to share with you the story of activation and what our flagship product, Protandim, actually does for the body and why it's so different.
Thanks, Tanya. Well, I've only been with Lifevantage for 3.5 years. I've been on this product, Protandim NRF2, for about 10 years. And the reason was because my friend was sharing this product with me and she knew of the health concerns I had. And she signed me up for the product and said, will you promise me you'll take this every day for the rest of your life? And that's a promise I've held to this day. So Protandim NRF2 reduces oxidative stress in everyone by an average of 40% in 30 days. There is no other anti-aging or antioxidant supplement that can come close to the power of Protandim NRF2. And how would you like to just have this power right here on the screen? Seasonally in South Dakota, we don't even always have good oranges. But if we did, and I wanted to have the same type of antioxidant enzyme power in my body, I would have to eat 400 oranges daily just to get 1 in 1 and then done. A single antioxidant molecule from dietary sources eliminates just 1 free radical. It is not possible to consume enough to measurably lower oxidative stress. Neutralizing 1 million free radicals means consuming those 400 oranges daily or 500 cups of broccoli. Do you see how this is such a big deal? But with Protandim NRF2, it's 1 to 1 million per second. So each molecule of superoxide dismutase. And let me just tell you something. I'm educated as an interior designer. I am a realtor. I am not a scientist. These big words, I have to look them up. I don't know what they mean, but I can just tell you, you need this product to lower your oxidative stress. And we all have it. Pumping gas puts oxidative stress into your body. I just went and did yoga. That puts oxidative stress into your body. So Protandim NRF2 reduces that by an average of 40% in 30 days, like I said, and who wouldn't want that? So independent research on Protandim has over 20 peer-reviewed journal publications and 7 US patents. This is something that is like unheard of in the industry, honestly, to have this much science behind us. This isn't coming from Lifevantage Corporation telling you all these fancy things about our products, which we do in-house studies, really impressive in-house studies that talk about the power of our products. These are outside. This is coming from PubMed.gov. And if you don't know, PubMed.gov is where doctors go to do their research. It's the gold standard of medical research. So we talked about activating antioxidants in your body. We activate a number of things with our awesome product portfolio. For me, it was the collagen that got me excited about this business model. I had previously worked for a skincare company, and my friends were on the trial for the product, and they couldn't tell me what they were doing. But I could see over that 30 or 45 days a really significant change in their skin. And I said to my husband, I don't know what this is, but I know I can get it in the hands of other people, because the changes they were seeing I could see on their face was unlike anything I had seen selling high-end skincare for 7 years. So we also activate the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of your cell. Who would like to turn on the mitochondria? Of course you would. NAD, that's a buzzword, right? We're all hearing about NAD. How about activating your GLP-1 hormone or your brain chemistry, turning that brain on in the morning so you get rid of the brain fog, you can think clearly and just have the power to get through your day. How about gut peptides? You can see right here on the screen a lot of buzzwords that are floating around in the world right now. We have the power to activate those things, not to supplement only. So, like I mentioned, I came from a background of skincare, and we like to talk in Lifevantage. Like, you might not dig way into the science while it's available. You might get excited just by the skincare. Lots of people spend a lot of money on great skincare. You can run down any path. You can share all the products with your friends and family, or you can kind of focus on a key area. Lifevantage is the activation company. We have amazing products for humans and pets, but you can just focus on one or two that's comfortable for you. Now let's talk about the 6 key components of a successful business. The company is going to be important. We've talked to you a lot tonight about Lifevantage Company and a little bit about the products. How about the timing, the trends, a little bit about compensation, and the system that we use to grow our business? We have Jake Hines here, who is the VP of Sales for North America, who's going to talk to us a little bit about Lifevantage, the company, the corporation, and where we're really positioned in the market today. Thinking about growth potential, where we've been, where we're going to. Jake has been with Lifevantage a little over 2 years, almost 3, I believe. But he has been in the industry for many years, both on the consultant side and on the corporate side. So we always value Jake's opinion. Thanks for being here tonight, Jake.
Thank you, Dawn. Thanks, Tanya. So great to see all of you, and thanks for taking the time to be on tonight. So hopefully, I've been taking a lot of notes. So I've been like rapidly writing because I always love being on these. I learn stuff. I hope that you're learning stuff tonight as well. One of the things that Tanya talked about early on, and that I want to touch on really quickly because I think it's important. She kind of made a comparison between franchises and Lifevantage and being a consultant at Lifevantage, and I think that's really important. And I don't want you to miss that because we are better than a franchise. And why even make that comparison? And I think if you took a second and you Googled or you went into ChatGPT and you said, why should I invest in a franchise versus starting my own business? Or why are franchises successful? Or how much more successful are franchises than a traditional startup? I think you'd be kind of blown away at the information that you would get. And there are some very specific reasons, and some of them actually were on the slide that Dawn showed right before I came on as to why franchises are more successful. It has to do with proven systems. It has to do with how quickly you can go to market. It has to do with marketing muscle that's behind and operations and training and mentoring and all of those things. And here's the awesome thing. At Lifevantage, we have all of those things and more. And something else that I want to share with you that I think is really important, as Dawn was talking about the products, you probably don't know this, but virtually every single mainstream nutritional product on the market today, every single innovation has come through network marketing. Every single one of them. The multivitamin, protein, I could go down the list. The very first all-natural GLP-1 activating product. You can go down the line. Every single one of them has come through the channel of network marketing, just like Protandim. And so what's really powerful, when Tanya showed that video, that ABC primetime video, the interesting thing is that that video was actually produced in 2005. Protandim sat on the shelf at GNC, very well-known storefront, traditional brick and mortar store, and couldn't sell. That video came out in 2005. It wasn't until 2009 that that meeting took place where they made a decision to change the distribution channel. So here's the crazy thing. From 2009 to 2011, Lifevantage went to over $200 million, leveraging that video that she just shared. And the reason I point that out is that video was in existence between 2005 and 2009. What changed was the distribution channel. What changed was the ability for individuals like you to go tell that story. That's what changed. And and taking the science and taking the system and taking the training and taking the mentoring and doing something that, quite frankly, you do every single day of your life. And that is share your opinion about something. People use the product. They saw an effect as a result of it. They had an experience and they went and shared that. And because of that experience, other people said, I got to try that. I want to feel that way. And they use the product. The difference in a traditional, normal retail environment is if I recommended to you, hey, go down and buy this product from GNC or from whatever supplement store, guess what? They're not going to send me a check the next week if you decided to buy that product. We at LifeVantage do that every single time somebody purchases a product that you've shared with, and because of that recommendation, they buy. And so it's an incredibly powerful model. And so that's why I say, we take care of all of the marketing and branding. We take care of all the operational, shipping the product, the customer service, the R&D, the regulatory, the tax, all of that. And all you do is what you do best, and that is to go share your opinion about the product. And then when people purchase it, we send you a check for it. I tell this story all the time. I'm not a big barbecue person, but we had Dickey's Barbecue, if you've ever heard of it before. They opened a restaurant in my town. I went and tried it, loved it, and I told a lot of people about it. And I know a lot of people went and ate at Dickey's Barbecue because I shared that with them. And as many times as I went to the mailbox, never once did an envelope with that pig on it show up with a check in it, right? That's the difference in what we get to do. And so what I want to close with is this. In those 6 kind of pillars, company is really, really important. And I will tell you that one of the powerful things about this company is that we are publicly traded. And so the reason that that's important is it creates transparency, it creates financial transparency, it creates accountability. And so from a corporate perspective, because we are publicly traded, there are a lot of rules and regulations that we have to follow. And so as a business partner, if you're looking to join us as a business partner, that should bring great comfort to you to know that there are a lot of boxes that we have to check, T's that we have to cross, and I's that we have to dot to ensure that we are doing things fiscally responsible, regulatorily responsible, and that we also are doing things ethically because we owe that to our shareholders, and it's all public. Okay? From a product perspective, we truly have in Pro Tandem a unicorn product. You will not find another product that has the peer review studies, independent peer review studies that NRF2 Pro Tandem has. And that same science, and that's the investment that we make on an annual basis in the millions of the dollars on research and study to ensure that our products are efficacious, that they are at the top of their category. We continue to do that so you can have confidence that what you are sharing is the best of the best. Okay, compensation plan. We just introduced about 2 years ago a brand new compensation plan. And the reason we did is to make sure that it was relevant in the marketplace today. The reality is that times change, people change, and the marketplace has changed. And we have the most competitive and I believe the most market relevant compensation plan in the industry. And then the fourth thing I would say is this, the system, right? Meaning the process in which you go through to share the products and how you begin to earn commissions, earn incentive trips, earn all of those things. And that system's there. And if you remember, I said, that's one of the things that makes franchises so valuable is because they have a proven system. Think about it. When you walk into a McDonald's in Boise, Idaho, it looks the same and the menu's the exact same as one as if you went to one in Louisiana or New York or London. That system is proven. And that's why they replicate it. And that's what we have. So remember those 4 things, because here's what I will tell you. The last 2, trends and timing, I'm just going to be honest. Those are only important if you have the other 4. The other 4, the 80%, they're the foundation. And I can tell you with confidence that we have them in spades. That's where timing and trends become jet fuel. And that's what I get excited about because again, we are constantly investing, one, in making sure that we're ahead of trends, not just trends that are insignificant, but trends that really have meaning and impact from an activation and a health perspective. And I'm just going to tell you, we have something coming down the docket that is a brand new category for us that is a huge new introduction for us as a company. And again, I said all leading products in the nutritional space come through this industry, that we are going to do that again. And we're excited about that. But here's the other cool thing. We are opening international markets. How many of you, not only would you love to be a business owner, but love to be a business owner that has a business that's international? We're getting ready to, we just opened 2 markets last year. We're getting ready to open up a new market this coming May, and we'll be opening another market after that. So there's an opportunity for international expansion too. And you may go, well, I don't know anybody international. You know, the great thing about this is it's not about who you know, it's about who you know that knows somebody. That's the power of what we get to do, and why I said we are better than a franchise. We have everything that makes franchising so powerful, but more. And that's what's so awesome about what we get to do. And so I'm excited about what we are able to provide and support for incredible leaders and incredible businesswomen like Tanya, like Dawn, like many others that are on here. And so I hope that you join us. I hope that you join us in our mission of helping every person on the face of the earth get activated in their life, both from a physical health perspective and also from a financial health perspective. Dawn, Tanya, thanks for letting me be on.
Thank you so much, Jake. That was some breaking news, you guys. We're going to wrap this up for you and briefly go over some of the things you just heard from Jake, and then we'll let you go for the night. But again, we want to let you know a little bit more about that compensation plan. Like Jake said, here, there's many ways to get paid. You can get paid for gathering customers. You can get paid for building a team. You can get paid for developing leaders, and you can get paid on what the company has already done. Yes, you read that right. There is a global sharing program in our company for leaders. And I want to just say again, when you have companies like Nike or the big names, when they're making the dollars, they're putting the dollars back into their marketing. And you heard Jake say, when Lifevantage makes money, they invest it into their science and they invest it back into their consultants. We are the ones that reap the rewards of the dollars that are made at the company rather than the company itself, and then it turning it back into marketing. We are the marketers here. We are the ones that get to share this opportunity. So everything that's done for you, the shipping the products is done for you. There is no inventory. There is invoicing is done for you. Your website is done. It's created. Your business metrics in your back office, they are all there. Any report you would ever need. And now let's talk about leverage real quick. The power of leverage. I want you to know that with leverage, you can work for your income or you can build a leveraged income. And here's the beauty of this. If you and 9 others each serve 10 customers, that's 100 customers being served, right? And you alone, you did not serve those 100 people. But with a team, with other people sharing the same message, that's how 100 people heard the opportunity that comes with Lifevantage, the products that come with Lifevantage. And that's how you build leaders, and that's how you build leverage. There's been so many stories of especially practitioners that see the beauty of our science. They come in, and to know that they can only help one person a day that comes in through their office, but through the power of this industry, they can help the masses just by education and developing leaders. That's what leverage is for you. Now, this is our income disclosure statement, and we're going to highlight this middle category, the average monthly commissions that are made in our company. And we just want you to look at this. Now, if you look at our ranks that you see on the left are all developed based on the amount of product volume that goes through your business on a monthly basis. And again, the leaders that you create and the leader you become yourself. And at $316 a month, that's going to help you pay for the product that you want to take. Now, a lot of people, they say on average today, an average savings account has $1,000 in it. And most people cannot retire today and live on what they're going to make in retirement based off what they made when they were making a living and working a job. To make an extra $316 a month, if you were to get 5% back, you would have to invest $75,000. $75,000 just to get $316 back a month. And then the next, $1,740 a month. Do you think that's going to make an impact in someone's life today? Do you think that could be an extra stream of income for you that you could use to make an impact in someone else's life if that's what you choose to do? You would have to invest $417,000, hopefully getting 5% back to make an extra $1,700 a month. Now, our investment, again, it's not 45,000, it's not 75,000, it's not 417,000. Our top investment is $999.99. This is our top pack. We've got 12 of them for you to choose from. With this pack, you get our biggest savings. You get most of our products for you to start using and creating your own story, building your belief. And the system that comes with this is what you see happening here tonight, working for you. It is people sharing the industry, sharing our products on your behalf, and you get to invite people to these for them to learn. You literally get to learn while you earn. That's the power of our system. That is our biggest pack. And then, of course, we love our customers. As a customer, when we bring in new products, we always try to pair it with our flagship product, Protandem, because we always want to know, is there a synergy that happens? And there is always a synergy. So in most of our packs, you're going to see our flagship product, Protandem Nerf 2, in that stack. I'm sorry. These stacks are for our customer. These are just some of the stacks that we have available to you. Some of our favorites, our Tri-Synergizer. Those are our 3 Protandem products. Our Healthy Glow stack, our top selling duo, our new stack, the P84 with our Protandem, that's our Healthy Edge stack, that's really going to target the gut. So we wanted to share those with you as well. And then to show you what's possible, for Dawn and I know, and I'm going to turn it over to Dawn and she'll close for us, but when I got into this business in 2011, I had dreams of finally becoming the person I wanted to become, that I knew would be possible for me through this industry, because I knew the kind of people this industry attracts. The personal development that I have gained, the leadership that has grown for me, and the mentorship that I have gotten, I don't know where else I could have gotten this in my life. And along the way, when I got into this, I'm telling you, my travels were from Colorado to South Dakota. Those were the travels. We couldn't afford anything else. And now, since being a part of this company and the leveraged income I've been able to make, trips that I've been able to qualify for, I've traveled more than I ever thought I ever would. And we're only just getting started. We have incentive trips this year to Whistler, Canada, even to Turkey. Imagine going to Turkey on someone else's dime and being able to see the world, and not only see the world, but travel with your friends that you brought into the business. So Dawn, I'm going to turn it over to you and have you close us out.
Yeah, I really like to ask anybody, like, how far can you take this? With locking arms with your upline and crossline and friends in Lifevantage, you can definitely take it far. Tanya and I both have had the amazing opportunity to earn my life venture, which is a paid for Jeep Wrangler that we get to drive. And I just earned mine this past summer, and we got to have an amazing fun party to celebrate our team, because this is all about the places we can go together. Like Tanya said, right? It's who you lock arms with and the people whose lives you change. 10 years ago, my friend said to me, I want you to take this product every day for the rest of your life. And I want you to think about, while this presentation has gone on here tonight, who did you think about that needs to have this product and this presentation in their life? Get a hold of them tonight. Send them a message. Let them know you thought about them. Because by helping others go far, you can go far too.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, everybody. Please get back to the person that invited you. Let them know where you're at, what more information you'd like, or if you're ready to get started, they're ready to lock arms with you. So we appreciate you being here. Everybody have a great night.
Take care.